Greetings, everybody. Right back at you here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk. And like we say here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk, we don't just praise fighters for pretty records. We praise all fighters who get in the ring and fight hard. You could be 21-9, 38-7, or 16-10. If you out there knocking sweat off somebody's head, making the crowd want to come see you again, then your light will shine here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk. What's up, boxing fans? David Benavidez versus Demetris Andrade press conference. Let's talk about it. Now, we all know that this is the fight that everybody's been waiting to see. We all know that these two guys have been the most avoided guys in boxing. It's hard for Demetris Andrade to get a fight, and we know that Andrade been waiting on a fight with Canelo, and we know that it's hard for David Benavidez to get a fight, and we know that he been waiting on a fight with Canelo. I mean, David Benavidez been the mandatory. Demetris Andrade was the mandatory at 160. So it's only right for these two guys to clash. And to me, the way we see it here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk, this is the super fight. This is the fight, the best against the best. These are the two guys that's willing to fight anybody at any time and feel like their skills are the best. That's why I'm anticipating this fight. I feel like this is going to be a barn burner. I feel like both of these guys got something to prove, and they look very confident in the press conference. Now, Jose Benavidez Sr. came out and said they may stop Andrade in 8, and that's a bold statement because I ain't never seen Andrade dominated. I ain't never seen Benavidez dominated either. That's why it's hard for me to call this fight, but they confident that they can come in and stop Demetris Andrade within 8 rounds. But I heard his daddy say that, not him. Although I feel like he's very capable of it. If Andrade ain't Andrade, if he out there out of shape, it very much well can happen. But I can see Andrade outboxing Benavidez. If Benavidez ain't Benavidez, he could very well get outboxed by Andrade. These are both top-level fighters. Both fighters had mutual respect for each other's skills, no crazy talk, but they both confident that they can win. Now, we all know the monster. He got that pressure. He coming in with that pressure. And we all know that Demetris Andrade got them angles and got them boxing skills, and he's sharp. This is a hard fight to predict. I predict that it's going to be a good fight. But we all know that the monster is the man to beat at 168. So I already feel like Demetris Andrade climbing an uphill battle because he's going to have to hurt the monster to keep the monster off of him. He's going to have to hurt the monster to keep the monster off of him. I already know the outlook of this fight is pressure versus a sharp, movable, knowledgeable guy in the ring. And it's going to be a good one. Because I do think Demetris Andrade possesses some meanness. He's mean. He ain't no bag down guy. But I feel like he's going to stick with his skills to stay sharp, use his angles, and use his quickness. Now, Benavidez is going to be Benavidez, and I feel like that'll be his biggest asset because it ain't failed him yet. But like I say, neither of these fighters have been dominated. So it's hard to call this fight. If anybody gets stopped, I would say it would be Andrade. But if I would say who could outbox who, I would say Andrade could outbox Benavidez. So yeah, I see David Benavidez stopping Andrade if there's a stoppage. But I can see Andrade outboxing Benavidez in 12. But no matter how it goes, the way we see it here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk, win or lose, either one of these fighters will be hard to beat at 168. Whoever loses still going to be hard to beat because this is the top of the line. This is the best the game got to offer at 168. Now, the winner of this fight is supposed to have a fight coming up with Canelo Alvarez, even though I don't believe that. I believe it when I see it. But that's what they said. That's what they hyping up. But I understand the hype. And then, like in the past, when he had a fight coming up with Benavidez, or when Andrade was crashing interviews trying to get a fight because they was mandatories, Canelo went the other way. So I believe it when I see it. And like Andrade said, this is the fight to see. And that's the way I feel like most boxing fans feel. This is the best that's willing to fight anybody who's been avoided. These two guys are fighting each other. And I'm anticipating seeing this fight. Because the way we see it here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk, the winner of this fight gonna move some furniture around in pound for pound talk. I mean, it depends on how it happened. If Benavidez come out and stop Andrade quick, We got to put him up there in some pound for pound talk. If Andrade come out, I can't see him stopping Benavidez. But if he come out and outbox Benavidez to the point where it's a total shutout, we got to put him up there in the pound for pound list somewhere. And that's how we see it here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk. I don't like to keep it too long because you don't know me that well, but you will. And like we say here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk, we don't just praise fighters with pretty records. We praise all fighters who get in the ring and fight hard. You could be 29-1, 38-7, or 13-10. If you out there knocking sweat off somebody's head, making the crowd want to come see you again, then your light will shine here at Railroad Nail Boxing Talk.